Hi, I'm Esai Morales. Dear SAG-AFTRA members, as you get ready to vote on this new proposed TV theatrical contract, and I might add for your local and national board members, delegates, and officers, please consider the following. Why was it necessary to close this deal at 6 o'clock on the morning of the 4th of July when everyone was exhausted and even the best of us can't be expected to operate on our top, our game? I mean, was it a coincidence or was it part of a strategy to wear us down? If so, it might have worked. Okay, let's look at what we have. Now, it is undeniable that some of our members did make some gains, but we have to ask ourselves, at what cost? Our leaders were sent to rectify serious abuses of our travel provisions, but although they promised the membership at a recent big rally meeting at the Sportsman's Lodge that they would not give up what we've already gained in the past as far as travel, they gave it up. In fact, this contract codifies a whole slew of new inequities. While there is some positive movement regarding increased location fees and series regular option rules, there is also significant negative proposed changes regarding producers' base, portal to portal, and other travel provisions that will adversely affect our pension benefits as well as the immediate issue of turnaround. Now, we all know without turnaround, people's lives can be at risk. Turnaround provides performers with the much-needed rest to be able to travel safely. It also allows us to learn our lines for the next day's work, call family, be able to operate at our highest level. While turnaround is thought to be a principal actor's issue, guess what? It's really a set-wide issue if you think about it, since the crew tees off on turnaround as well. Background also depends on a lead's turnaround to get a decent rest period since they have no turnaround provisions of their own. Now, are these the kind of hard-fought-for protections that we were promised by our leaders that they would not give away only to see them blithely being given away? Are the minor gains for stunt coordinators really what they deserve and need? What about substantial gains promised to them by our elected leaders and our national executive director? Remember that meeting? A lot of folks do. And where are the gains in the basic cable residuals we've been waiting for years, decades? There are none. Where are the gains for dancers, singers, musicians, voiceover artists? You know, we're a merged union now. What about substantial gains for motion capture artists? Where are those substantial gains promised to us by our leaders at that Sportsman's Lodge rally? You don't see them, do you? Because they're not there. Now, background made strides that finally got back to some things they lost in 1992. However, that's hardly an achievement. No new numbers were added to raise the background caps. In the CW, background caps already reduced in 2014 will be further reduced if this new contract is ratified. Background is the only category, as a matter of fact, that has maximums, that has caps, which limits their ability to make a living, to get jobs. These rollbacks, in effect, that will be presented are not worth the cost. You can't call something a gain if it costs so much to gain it. Now, why did so many of our members cheer, as requested by our president, to support a strike authorization when they never used it? Why didn't we go in there with that authorization in our back pocket, like the Writers Guild successfully did? Why? Why are we talking about tools when we don't use them? Strength is only a virtue if you make a divine and wise use of it. Please, take this seriously. Our lives and livelihoods actually depend upon it. I know you, like me, want better contracts, contracts that provide you with the ability to make a living and feed our families. Plan a future in this business. Don't get stuck in the street when we get old. This is what a union provides. The union is you. The union is the embodiment of your power and my power against the abuses of corporate greed. So, I ask you, send our representatives back to that table. You can do better. If they don't believe so, guess what? We know so. We may have more faith in them than they have in themselves. So send them back by voting no. Doesn't mean we're going to strike. It just means we have resolve, and we're not going to sit there and take it and watch while our livelihoods and our standard of living dwindles further and further away. These nominal gains in salaries don't match the cost of living increases of the real world. And don't you be fooled. No spin here. Thank you.